Says a note on my screen. It says modification helps everyone feel safe. Moderation. I don't want my page moderated. It just says close. Close. So I just want to record this whilst I had it down. I was getting it good. Just basically like trying to think of the drums like not as multiple surfaces. Like one of my daughters taught me. That's what she did. But I get all nervous when I start. I had it going really smooth. Also, try not to dig these corners into the drum heads, which I probably have done a few times. I don't mind them hitting a cymbal. It's not going to hurt the cymbal. Just put a little mark in it. Yeah, I'm trying to pick up on that. What I do, or is it the boom, boom, right? I'm trying to get it more. So, all right, so I'm trying to do it without playing. Oh, yeah, I could do that. It helps if I have the melody in my head. I was trying to think of that song I was doing, that Cadius Brave song. So, boom, boom, boom. If you lost the melody, and now all of a sudden I'm thinking about the beat again. So how did it go? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's a cool one because it's got 6 brass rivets, not aluminum, which are kind of heavy, so it's kind of canceling. So if I was playing up here, even with a stick, it does that. Even out here near the rivet, once I pass the rivet, I was playing like so much better before I pressed go. when I press go, I get scared. I miss my children. I am worried about them very much. Yeah, I'm trying to switch the overhanded to the underhanded, like the 6/8 to like the funky drummer, which is like what 16 beat, whatever, but kind of compromise between the two. So it's even though I'm playing like this, which sounds different because on different surfaces. Right? So yeah, ghost notes. That's what y'all call it, ghost notes. And I do that sometimes. Hard to get it seamless because I don't get the practice. Like I'm gonna cut it short there because I don't want to be arrested again. So it's hard for me to get fluid. I had originally I'm having trouble breathing again. I had originally bought a shop, and my back is really hurt. I bought a shopping cart that goes on the back of my bicycle, and I made sure that like the whole kit would like roll up in there with the carpet and everything, and I got permission from the place over there. I was going to bring it over in the picnicking area and practice over there, but then the neighbors started complaining that my shopping cart was a fire hazard and I was blocking the hallway, so I gave it away. But I mean, really, the guy gave me $4, but I gave it to him, and then I was like, "Oh, can you help me get a couple of beers?" But that's why I got rid of it. And I did. I used to use it for shopping, and now I'm banned from Dollar Tree. I'm banned from ShopRite. I'm banned from all Hannafords and their affiliate stores anywhere on the planet. And the only store I'm allowed in, yeah, I'm banned from Mobile too. I'm banned from the diner. I'm banned from the police station. The only store I'm allowed in, and that's just in this area right here only. The only store I'm allowed in is Price Chopper, what I call Price Inflator. It's like very expensive. So, but I don't know how to brighten my screen. Won't brighten up for some reason. Oh, there it goes. All right, hold on. There's a whole bunch of comments here. I finally got the beat. It took a long time, but that's because I can't practice and I'm all so uptight and I'm sick all the time. Like my lip is split again. Look. Oh no, it was like split up here. It was split here. Oh, my bad. I can see it. But it's like I'm always hurt, man. I'm always hurt. I'm either getting hit by a car or I'm being irradiated to death. Oh, you probably could hear that in here. It's pretty loud. It's causing stress. That's what the intention of it is. It's like a stress, not crowd control. It's to cause stress. What am I pushing my magnifying glass? Oh, there it goes. Well, because I wanted to be able to see. Ronit or Aurora. Ronit Aurora. Hi. Good. WHJXY said hi with a hand wave. Ronit Aurora. Wow. Ronit Aurora. You too good with a YOO. Ronit Aurora. Me vibing. Ronit Aurora on this. Pineapple Juice 87. Keep it rocking, my man. What is it a picture of? Thank you for the next comment. Oh, guitar. Cool. He knows I play guitar. Yeah, I like guitar. Wait, what else is here? Pineapple Juice 87 said very nice. Rhonda Williams. Help me, Rhonda. Please help me, Rhonda. Arrest the police. Oh, God. Wait a minute. Zach with 2 Ks. ZAKK. Does drums. What's up, man? Exclamation point. Wouldn't it be like question mark exclamation point? Zach does drums says, Dopey, how long you been playing? Not long at all. Well, like trying to play most of my life, but I can't. Like everywhere I am, I can't really play. And I barely learned. I tried to learn in my house, but then a lot of bad things happen. I got drugged and a lot of bad things happen in my house. Zach, I did record some music, yeah. Yescaster, you can hear it on Yescaster. There's some music. Some of those drums I listen back and I'm surprised because like I didn't know anything about drums, which made it sound like better because I didn't know anything. Whereas somebody that knows about drums will be like, you don't play that, Phil, that's wrong. You know. Zach does drums. Yeah, and then Machiel Edward Lee, 1972, and then my other page is called the same, I think. He said, sounded great, man. Loved it. Thanks, Zach does drums. I've been playing for around 4 years. Wow, that's a long time. Sorry to hear about that, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about everything. I miss my children. I'm going through a lot. All right, that's all the comments. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to share that and with my children. That's why I put Love Dad wherever they may be. But to switch that and that skip foot, you know, and then to switch that between the boom, dang, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to try to get it into the funky drummer, but I have a trouble with that skip foot because the funky drummer does not do skip foot. The funky drummer is boom, 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 maybe a little like a little stutter in there, but not that skip foot like I do on the drum. My foot kind of gets stuck in there like that. Oh, I like what you said. Yeah. Ignore what haters and people say. Yeah, I agree. They're just trying to slow you down. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. I don't know if you're a believer, but I'll pray for you. Believer in God. Yeah. God, do you believe in me? Cool. Zach does drums if you'd like. Yeah, you pray for me and I pray for you. This is a prayer, right? And that's kind of like sharing that. I'll do it one more time for you, Zach, so you can hear what I was trying to achieve there. And I'll do it real quick so I don't get myself in trouble here. But it is kind of a prayer, right? Like everything you do is either a prayer or it isn't, right? Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's that skip drum. And goes there. What's that? Yeah, I better stop. That's the thing, and it really sucks the joy out of it because I feel scared to play. So I don't want to get in trouble. Sounds amazing, brother. Love it, man. Truly. Thanks, bro. Yeah, did you hear that melody that I made for my children, but I called it Katie Groves is Brave. I actually called it because, that was something that inspired me, that she was sharing such horrible, traumatic things about the cult that we both were in, non by choice, born into, sort of, you could say, MK Ultra cult. But so I called it Katie Groves' Razor. And I'd like to cop those parts on the drum a little bit. But not too contrived, That's why I'm trying to get loose. But yeah, I was thinking like that kind of a beat, on the hi-hat, whatever I was doing there, and the yeah, dun 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 dun. I'm trying to think of music more. I mean, I like other instrumentation and to put accents or layers or I mean, it could use a pad. Yeah, on Then and Now on Yescaster page, I did use a pad on that. That keyboard was a basic keyboard, and I would push the key and I would just turn the pitch knob a little bit to make it sound like more like a synth, and I would just put that way off to the side, just to give it that. But even all that stuff was way too much because I was trying to follow other people's instructions, stereo does not mean, different things on each side. I was like, yes, it does. If you're missing one speaker, you don't hear the whole mix. They're like, no, that's mono. I'm like, no, mono means things are the same on both sides. They're like, no, that's stereo. I'm like, no, it's not. I don't know, what planet all of a sudden, and then it's like, oh, you can't room mic drums or guitars, have to be close mic'd. And then I had this one recording where the guitar was not tuned, and then somebody told me, and it sounded really good, and then somebody told me, oh, from now on press tune to tuner. Now I don't have a tuner for that reason, but press the tuner before you press record, make sure you're exactly in tune. And I'm like, yeah, maybe to my liking, but not by a tuner ever again. And then it was like, oh, you have to mic drums top and bottom. You can't use a room mic. You have to get a whole mixing board to record drums. And that's not true at all. You record drums with one microphone and it could sound just fine. And you don't need compression or anything because one thing will wash out the other, which will of similar frequency will create its own soft knee and compression and everything. So you don't need... and further away mics sound better than close mics sometimes, mostly, as long as you can get a quieter sound, I guess. But I mean, I don't know much, except that I'm trying to learn. But I'm trying to learn, yeah, and this is for my children too. Thanks for praying for me, Zach. I appreciate that. Thanks, Zach. He's, yeah, my split lip. Not as bad as it was. It was bleeding. It is from radiation and toxic air. That's what it's from. I would have to prove that, right? But yeah, that is a good example. But that song "Thank You" that's on my Michael Edward Lee 1972 page before I lost my other phone, right? Thank you. It's called, all one word. Yeah, that one is a good example. But I recorded the drums with the electronic kit that I had bought because I didn't want to get arrested or kicked out or anything again. So, but I didn't like it because it only had, like 2 volumes and 1 sound on a cymbal. And I couldn't really get any, builds crescendoing or anything, because you'd only get like 4 types of hit on the drum. They sounded really great for something that was like denser and straighter, but for something where you're trying to get that kind of stuff, it just was like, nah. The drumming on that, I thought the drumming on that was great. And I was just trying to chase the guitar around, but not sound contrived or like I was trying to chase the guitar around. And then the guitar was sat right on that dresser there. Was a little 5-inch Roland Cube, but I gave it to Henry because I got arrested. It's literally, I gave all my pedals away. I had some pretty cool pedals and stuff, and I sold some of them. But I got rid of everything because I got arrested for playing music. What they said was not for playing music. They said I was belligerent and intrusive. So, but anyway, that was recorded on a Roland Cube. And then like the driver that I ran was called the Lotus Dual Drive. It was kind of grumbly, like more Marshall sound. And this setting was a, American blackface amp, I guess. Like a Fender Deluxe Reverb, or whatever that's supposed to represent. But, and then it wasn't, and it was, I don't think it was terribly close mic, but I think my pickups were out of phase. And I only had 1 guitar because I got it with the stimulus money, and I used the same guitar on both tracks. So they kind of blend, and I kind of overdid the bass a little bit, but I was like, the bass parts are still cool. If I played it again, I would sacrifice some of my glory on the bass on certain parts, just be like, boom, bup, 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 instead of like, boo-doo-da, boop, bump, boop, 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 whatever I put in there, But, yeah, that's a good example of what I would like to go toward more. And then ones that were more raw in one take and not edited only partly was like, I cannot express the memory of you. Like I just erased certain parts. I gave that recorder away with those recordings. I wish I could, go back and edit that a little better because that was really good music. I cannot express the memory of you. And what was the other one called? Which showed the dead trees in the background. That was called, yeah, right. Isn't that a nice name? I cannot express the memory of you. So I'll try to make it into music, right? The other one, I forgot what it's called. There was 2 of them that were acoustic that were done on that Tascam DP03, but I gave that recorder away to somebody who was very nice. He actually said to me, "You are the most grounded person I've ever met in my life," which was a relief because everyone else was saying I was an obstructor, insurrector of the government, and a psychopath, and a belligerent, intrusive individual, and everything. So it's kind of nice to hear someone say that. And yeah, I gave him that spinning speaker cabinet, and then I heard it on the radio. I was like, "Hey." Because I remember I was like, "Oh, it's just got a little Sony speaker I found in the garbage." I pulled it out of it used like a boombox speaker that was just laying on the ground on trash day, and I ripped the speaker out of it. And you need a better speaker, and he's like, "No, you're a genius." And I was like, "Not really," but he's like, "I like it." Like I was like, "Well, you can't play loud." He said, "Doesn't matter. It sounds good like that, like all, crappy sounding." Because the box was big and the speaker was just like this little 6-inch speaker in it. It was cool though because it had a variable speed motor instead of just having like 2 speeds like a Leslie or a Fender would have had. You could put any speed, so it's like a chorus pedal. You know how you try to find that wash that matches the chord chorusing and the tempo you're playing. So it had that ability to be able to do that, which was really cool. I gave that to David Green, and I think I heard it on the radio, and I was like, "Cool." Yeah. So
which, you know, no other spinning speaker would sound like that, because that's what it was. It was like this huge cabinet with like a little 6-inch Sony boombox speaker that, you know, you could not play loudly and only was like very monotone frequency because it was technically it was a woofer. So it was very mid range, and you have to put the pickup like almost down into the bridge on a Stratocaster to get any kind of a swirly tone out of it. Otherwise, you would just get amplitude modulating, you know, boom, 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 boom. But you want to get that wow, wow, wow. So you had to put it in like a real honky tone. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna go for. Like, try to keep songs like one take-ish sounding. I don't mind editing. That's what erasers are for. But like, try to make it like one take-ish sound. You know, run through the parts a couple times, or don't run through the parts at all. You know, if the vibes are good, just lay down each track one after the other. You know. Do do dun 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 dun. Boom 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 boom. Okay, now drums. You know. Bra 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 bra. Bang bang guns. You know, whatever. Oh man, guy outside my window always stalking. What a weirdo. Oh, you want to see him? All right. Yeah, he's called the cops on me many times. He's always posing in front of me and like flexing. Calls the cops on me and he says, "Relax, get on your medications. Nobody's trying to bother you." But obviously he is. Why would you make some comment like that to somebody? Because he's a weirdo, exactly. I love everybody. I don't hate people. But um yeah. Well, that was the other thing. He was switching places, doppelgangers. There was 2 or 3 people in that apartment. And he's related to the judge and his brother, who the guy downstairs is related to from Walden, who put me in the prison house and in a torture chamber for 34 calendar days without showers and shave, begging for showers and shave, growing a beard, and getting marked down as disheveled and unkept in an observation glass as a crazy person. They didn't let me have a phone call or recreation. I mean, it's like Guantanamo torture, you know, with sound tortures and sleep deprivation. You know, they didn't waterboard me, but they tortured me pretty badly. Anyway, he's related to those judges. There was 2 guys saying they were Raynard Osmond. They took my house. I got arrested by Walden police because I took a huge stack of photos in a magnifying glass to try to see if they could help me find my missing children. Some of these children were in my arms and some of them were not. Don't ask me who those people are because I don't know, and they're 2 different people there. So, but a lot of stuff, you know, like all child molesting perversion, right? It's like, oh, I'm a child Edward Lee, born on such, and then they got the baby with his butt showing because it's like, you know, they were all fucking child molesters. Sorry for cussing, Jesus forgive me. That stuff makes me feel real anger, you know. All psychic touchers and get a little tickle. Got it. Thank you. There it is. You know, they're psychic terrorists. You know, they're not spiritual. They're spiritually retarded. It's okay. I know that's a bad word, but retarded is a spark on the car. You can set it backwards. And I have a 75 IQ from the so called mental asylums that I'm a retarded person. That's my diagnosis. So, yeah, I deal with a lot of stress. Piece of aluminum plate. It's got blue sticky stuff on it. That put the motor on that bicycle because I got hit by 2 cars on purpose. If y'all saw it, the second one was on purpose and clearly. Oh, who's the child person behind me? Wait a minute. I had to go back and start from where I left off. Uh, sounds amazing. Meant to say trying to grow your channel. Well, if anything, don't grow my channel for my sake. Look how tired I am, bro. I'm not 52 years old and I do not have gray hair, but I'm definitely exhausted. Um, don't grow my channel for like fame or something like that because I'm not interested in that. But grow it because, you know, so people can hear our story, right? Like history, their story, her story, our story. Because you know, there's a lot of people that are great musicians that are homeless. A lot of people that are loving fathers that are sitting in prisons. So yeah, that's where it's all at. Tuning sucks. I play bass and guitar as well. Yeah, tuning sometimes, like if you have a distortion pedal, Zach, you might have noticed this. Like if you have sometimes your distortion, changes the harmonics, and then you're like tuned to the tuner and maybe how the guitar, even normally, even a little flatted or whatever on the B string or whatever you would do. I usually flat the last two. Sounds different through a distortion pedal. So then you put distortion on and then just do the power chord and be like, that's right, because that's what I'm going to play. So that's where I want it, And the tuner's like, no, you're way off. And it's like, yeah, good. Exactly. Machayo, look to your left. To my left? I don't remember where I was sitting when he said that. Who's that child person behind you? Over here, these children. Some of my messing children. I don't know where they are. You could see that these are not the same child. Look how tall that child is compared to that child, It's obvious those aren't the same people. But they told me all my children were one child, and it's a long story. I have the Elisa's Command. That's what I had. Yeah. Did I sell it to you, Zach? It does have great dynamic range and good volume. Yes, it does. But, sometimes for the type of music I play, because I'm not super skilled on guitars and stuff, I like to do like to kind of pick up the music more of what I'm hearing in my head. So I can't do that on those drums. So for me, that was really, plus not knowing how to play drums well, that was frustrating for me. But yeah, you can get like extra parts for it. Did I sell you that? I sold it to you at a good price. If I did, I hope you're enjoying it. It was nothing wrong with it. I just, in certain settings, you'd have to watch, like for my style with the double kick on the drums, there would be sometimes a cancellation, but it wasn't broken. Just, my sloppy playing style. But, what Marvel superhero? None. I would be Machayo Edward Lee. Kinman. No superhero. Why be a superhero? Just be like really cool to be like, oh, that guy. I like that guy. He's interesting. So that's kind of super, right? Not to be cynical, but yeah, I don't want to be a superhero. Yeah, if you truly want to grow your channel, I'll give you a shout out on mine. Oh yeah. Well, you could do that if you want. Sometimes I say bad words and hurtful things I don't mean to, but you're welcome to do that. Yeah, I'm going through a lot, man. You see plenty of videos of police beating on me and chasing me and accusing me of harassing police. So, we got mine off Sweetwater. Oh yeah, Sweetwater. Yeah, I got mine from. I got it when the stimulus money. I got it from Alto Music in Wappingers Falls for $7.95. Yeah, $800. That's what it costs. Yep. Check those drums. Boy, can you hear Nick? Can you hear him? Janet's pushing his buttons. He pushes my buttons, so good on him. Yeah, he stays with me sometimes when he's tired and in the area. He does a lot of help for me sometimes, so I try to help him out. I feed him good. He eats good when he's here. I don't get much rest, but he does get a little, so that's good. Obviously not when he's talking to Janet. She could be something. What a piece of work. She threw me out on the side of the road, took me out to eat. I bought a little springtime jacket in, what was it, like 12-degree weather, 19-degree weather with a wind and everything. No hat, no gloves, little springtime jacket, with a hoodie underneath it, lightweight hoodie. But she threw me out on the side of the road, and it's like, you can walk, and then drove past me. Crazy. Yeah. Oh, a studio. Ooh, to go record and make beats. Tried to get some stuff out now, actually. Cool, man. Well, I always say if anybody hears anything of mine they like other than what people stole from me, and yes, I can point it out what it was, a couple of them. Anyway, but Young Blood by 5 Seconds of Summer, what they put a straight kick on, the drum beat does what the lyrics do, to blah, because I couldn't hold the double shuffle, Zach, with both hands. So I would flat tire, and I would one-handed paradiddle. And that's how they got that lyric, Young Blood, they don't want me. back in your life. And it was the triplet thing I do on guitar, and that's how they got that. And it also ended up on Billie Eilish, Doppelganger, Step on the Glass, Staple Your Tongue, which was actual reference to me stepping on glass and cutting my feet. Yes. But yeah, anyone who ever wants, like, if you ever hear something that I play, say, man, I want to play that song. Like Carlos told me about I Want to Live. Like, I'm like, song's kind of sleepy. It's a really good song, but it's kind of sleepy, and I never recorded a good version of it. He's like, I want to do that song. I'm like, help yourself. And he always laughs, and he's like, I want to live. That's how he sings it. And I laugh so hard. I love shuffle beats. Yeah, I call them stumble because I can't shuffle, but yeah, I like shuffle beats too, Zach. Paradiddles are so fun. I can only do them on one-handed. I can only do them in one direction. I can't alternate them. I get lost. Section leader of my school's drumline. Wow, very familiar with them. You must be great then. Oh yeah, that drum beat, you'll hear it on Youngblood, even though they covered it up with a straight kick. And they covered up the triplet on the guitar. You can hear it in the lyrics how much they stole it. It was right double shuffle. What I couldn't at the time, could not hold for a long time. So I go. I'm trying not to move my foot. You ever do that? Because I want to get the beat. So. Flat tire. That's what it's called, the flat tire. That's where they got it. And Step on the Glass, Staple Your Tongue. They're like, oh, don't forget that. I'm like, wow. 63 countries, #1 on that junkie song. And they totally rubbed it in. But I mean, that was not the only things that were stole from me. But yeah, get your music out there. Don't care about copyrights because people know, man. It's a poor man's copyright that the whole world is watching. Like, they know when somebody steals your music, and people like that will always eventually brag anyway, especially if you are perseverative. I got diagnosed that by the mental health as perseverative. I'm like, wow, isn't that like a good thing? These are really old heads, Zach. Look at that. Look at that dent. These are old Ludwig heads. I don't know if you can tell how old they are by looking at that. Ludwig. This is an old kit too. I can't find the lugs for it. It's a. Wait a minute. I don't know if somebody added this label or this was original, but it's Tempro, and they're made in Japan. But I gotta get 2 floor tom lugs because the floor tom head it won't tune, right? Well, you could probably hear that on some famous recording. I read an article about this pedal once. No, it wasn't me on those drums, but this kit. It might have been this kit, but you guessed it. Yep, Speed King. If you turn your foot at a little, which sometimes is fun to move your foot at a little angle to get a weirder type of kick, that's what it does, like super squeak. I don't like putting my foot straight over it. And I like to keep everything real close to each other, like. Yeah, this is an old Zildjian, Zach. And see if I don't know if you'll be able to see the font in there. Where is it? Maybe you can tell me what year it's from. You probably know more than I would. I know it's older one because the sides are missing on the font and the lathing is kind of like squirrely by hand. Where is it? There it is there. But I don't know if you're able to see that at all. But Avitas, it is an Avitas, yeah. But it's good sounding. And like I said, it's dry because of 6 brass rivets. I could pop a few out, but see how quick it did decay. And then if you just push it, goes on for a minute there. So those brass rivets sound cool. I guess those are brass. Yeah, they sound heavier. They sound better than aluminum, kind of, sort of. I think. Oh wait. Oh yeah, give shout outs. Have a studio. Yeah. Cool. I hope we can play music because I miss being able to play music. I don't even have a car, so pedals are so fun. Hello, Marty here, enjoying watching. Thanks, Marty. Wow, I got like all nice people on my channel. I don't know if y'all remember all the comments I used to get them when I would put other stuff up. Like people would be real foul mean to me. Like you're never gonna see your children again. You suck, and commit like horrible things. Cool, thank you. Appreciate the nice encouragement. Yeah, this is a really old drum set, man. Just 3 pieces. The tom is missing, but I don't care. Yeah, it's an old hi-hat too. What's it called? Spurlock. That's right. Wow. Zach knows without me even looking. Yep, Spurlock. Yeah, it's an old one. I had to cut it. I had to cut the inside tube to get it down as low as I want it. And you can still get it up plenty high because the tube was going all the way down to where the mechanism is, and then it would get hung up in there, because I like low like this, so you can do that and do. Yeah, with 2 hands, right. Yeah, and you could do that roll. Right, with 2 hands. Hold on, let me put down the phone for a second. Oops, hold on. I don't know if it cuts off when I tilt it. Put down the phone for a second. Yeah, you know that one, Zach. That's hard to do, isn't it? I remember this guy kept doing it over and over, and I was like, why do you keep doing that over and over? Because it's cool, that's why. Or you could put both on the hi-hat, or both on the snare. I love those. I can't love things. I like those cut time things. Of yeah, if you can get that roll with brushes, yeah, it is a lot harder actually. Yeah, put this rag on here to move this out. All right, with the brushes. Right, and not take the washcloth off the drum by accident with the brush. There it is. I got it. There it is. Yeah, and backwards fills instead of going in the traditional. Right. Yeah, I use my cymbals for rolls because I only have 2 drums and a kick, 3 drums. But thanks, Marty. You play very well. Wow, thank you, man. That means a lot. I don't ever get to practice because I literally got took away in cuffs one day for playing. So that was with the guitar stuff. And at that point, I had just basically given gave Stratocaster away and amp away. I just gave a bunch of stuff away because I didn't want to get ever arrested again because I need to find my children. So that's where that's at. But I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta get off the phone anyway. But thanks, man. I appreciate all these positive comments. You guys are beautiful. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you very much. See you all around. Bye. Thank you for encouraging me. As you can see, I'm very depressed, but sometimes depression is external, not of one's own self, but from external sources, radiation, negative vibes, and yeah, people are like behaving like monsters lately, and it's really like I'm trying to learn to not let myself react to it, but at the same time, it's like I want my children back. Yeah, I'll do a video where I go through every photo and mention every video I have. Sleepover Girl 99, all one word. I'm drugged in those videos. Drugged and hypnotized, yes, including in the skateboarding video, although I'm a little oblivious because from day to day, waking up an MK Ultra mind control with a different person in my house and different children and people telling me that I was delusional. So, but yeah, with the exception of being very physically drugged in that video, you can see in the other videos I'm drugged. Sleepover Girl 99, all one word, no spaces or caps. The girl in the picture at the top used to be one of my so-called sisters when I was little. Now she's supposedly one of my daughters, which is possible, I guess. But I think she's older than I am. We're about the same age. So yeah, and they're saying I'm 52 years old. So there's a lot of pressure, and my back is sprained. I got a bone sticking out of my chest. I got bruises all across here. My ribs are bruised. Having trouble breathing. I'm having trouble standing up straight. So it's like, life is not very fun. I live in a wide apartment, but I don't really live. And it's not my fault. So I want to see a faraway shot of the drum sack. They are pretty cool. See if you can, like from the pilot seat layout, how it is. You can play them anytime you want, buddy. Just kind of like a little cockpit, of a little aircraft or something. See? Just nice and flat layout. Yeah, if you're a little taller, your knees are going to sit up high in there, but sometimes it's kind of fun to play like that. So, all right, thanks for watching. Love you guys, and thank you for the kindness. Very nice. Oh, thanks, Martin Terry. I hope you'll be able to see you every time you are on, my friend. Wow, man. I got blessed with like really kind comments today. Yeah, people put psychic touches on people and stuff. Y'all know about all that. Y'all are Christian. Wow, how about that? I never call myself a Christian because I don't live up to Jesus very good. But he knows me. We're good friends. He knows me very well. Yeah, I almost cry when I say it because he knows. Hope to see you on my stream later, man. Oh, thank you, Zach. I hope it comes up in my Google searches when I'm least expected. I'll totally click on it. Actually, I think I have seen your channel name. Maybe I have watched some of your videos in the past. Thank you. All right, see y'all later. I gotta go to the bathroom.